Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to Daily English Practicing. I'm your host, and I'm so glad you're here to improve your English. Today, we are talking about a topic that often feels like a giant mountain for learners: English tenses. Many people hear that there are 12 different tenses, and they immediately feel stressed. They think, how will I ever learn all of that? I'll be studying for years. But I have wonderful news for you today. You don't need 12 tenses to be fluent. Not now, and not for a long, long time. For your everyday life, for talking to friends, ordering coffee, telling someone about your weekend, or explaining your plans, you really only need 3. Yes, just 3. Once you master these 3, you will be able to describe your entire life. Today, we are going to break these down, practice them, and make them yours. But first, a quick request. If you find this podcast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to Daily English Practicing, and share this episode with a friend. It helps us grow and keeps these lessons coming. Ready to learn? Let's dive in. What is a tense? 1 minute. Before we look at the tenses, let's define what a tense actually is. Think of it as a time stamp. Imagine your life is a movie. At any moment, the camera is pointing to one of 3 places: now the present, before the past, or later the future. That's all a tense does. It tells the listener when the action is happening. 1. The simple present, the everyday tense. Let's start with the first time zone, the simple present. I call this the everyday tense. We use this for things that happen repeatedly, your habits, your routines, and facts that are always true. Habits, routines. I drink coffee every morning. I walk to work. Facts. The sun rises in the east. Cats sleep a lot. Now, pay attention to the grammar rule here. It's very simple. For I, you, we, and they, the verb doesn't change. You just say, I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat. Easy, right? But there is one small trick for he, she, and it. We add an S to the verb. He eats, she works. It rains. Pause for a second. Try saying that out loud. She works. Good. This is the foundation of your daily communication. If someone asks you, what do you do? They are asking for this tense. You answer with your habits. I work in an office. I study English. I play sports. 2. The simple past, the yesterday tense. Now, let's move to the second time zone, the simple past. This is your yesterday tense. We use this for everything that is finished. If it happened yesterday, last week, or even 5 minutes ago, and it is overused, the simple past. This is how you tell stories and talk about your memories. The rule for most verbs, we add ed to the end. Walk becomes walked. Watch becomes watched. Cook becomes cooked. However, watch out for irregular verbs. These are rebels. They don't follow the 80 rule. You just have to memorize them, but don't worry, there are only a few common ones you need. Go becomes went. I went to the park. Eat becomes ate. I ate breakfast. See becomes saw. I saw a friend. Do becomes did. Here is a great tip. When you ask a question in the past, use the word did. But here is the secret: once you say did, the main verb goes back to its simple form. For example, you ask, did you go to the store? Notice we don't say, did you went? 3. The simple future, the tomorrow tense. Finally, the third time zone, the simple future, or the tomorrow tense. To make this tense, just add the word will. I will eat. She will come. It will rain. It's the easiest rule because will never changes. It doesn't matter who you are talking about. I, you, he, she, they. It's always just will. You can also use the shorter form, I'll, she, or they'll to sound more natural. Alternatively, you can use going to for plans that you have already decided on. Like, I am going to visit my parents this weekend. Both will and going to are perfectly fine to use. Exercise and conclusion. Now, I want you to try this exercise to really lock this in. Take one topic. Let's use coffee and describe it in all 3 time zones. 1. Present. I drink coffee every morning. 2. Past. Yesterday, I went to a new cafe and tried a delicious latte. 3. Future. Tomorrow, I will go back and try their iced coffee. See how easy that was? You just traveled through time. My advice to you is to start by practicing these 3 tenses. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on being understood. Messy English is better than no English. Before you go, here is your challenge for today. In the comments section below, please write 3 sentences about your day. 1 in the present, 1 in the past, and 1 in the future. I personally read as many as I can. Thank you so much for spending these 7 minutes with me. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye everyone.